Hey everyone, it's Senor Castillo here. It's a beautiful afternoon. It's actually nice and kind of breezy right now. So today I want to talk to you about 10 reasons to never give up. 10 reasons to never give up. Okay? Um, it's really about determination, determining to get the goal. Okay? And let me tell you, when I moved here to Puerto Rico, I was telling you I was determined. I didn't have a job. I was working full time on my business. I was in an MLM at that time, and I was working so hard doing everything I was told to do. Man, I was just like I was going nuts. Everything I could do, and I didn't make any money. And I ran out of money, and I ended up homeless for quite a number of months, about 6 months or so. And it was really, really difficult. Um, it was very painful, and I had been homeless about 5 other times, in California, during college and a little bit after college, different times, and I'm telling you, just for those of you who think that I'm a loser or whatever, let me tell you something. I've never given up. Right? I'm a winner because I fought through every single time. I always got up. I didn't let nobody kick me down. So I always got up. Okay? So you may know that kind of stuff. Sometimes life kicks you down, but you don't give up. I don't care what situation you're in. You just keep going. You fight and keep going. Okay? Well, here it was a different monster altogether. It was intense, very intense. Um, my life was in danger. It was really intense. Very, very hungry, lost a lot of weight. I would have to take a shower in a place near Old San Juan that was, where they murder people and things. And I would have to go there to take a shower very early in the morning, 3 times a week. And thank God, when I got a job, I actually, let me tell you this: when you cry out to the Lord and you need something, the actual coming of the thing you need, the miracle, is actually much more easier than all the struggling before it. I'm telling you, because in one day I got a job after being homeless for a number of months. So I got this job, and I would have to walk 2 hours at 3 o'clock in the morning to get to the showers. Okay, very dangerous place. And then I would have to walk 2 hours back to get to work, and I was already covered with sweat. So I would have to take the side door into work to try to get to the restroom to clean myself, up. And I literally, I didn't have much. I would, in the place with the showers, you would give them your old clothes, and you would have to look for clothes from other people to put on yourself. Okay. And you know what? And again, God is such an amazing God, because he blessed me with a lady that worked at my job, and she gave me a bunch of her husband's old clothes, very nice clothes. That guy was a snappy dresser. A suit and work shirts and everything. I'm telling you, when you need it and you ask God for it, he will give it to you. He will not withhold. I'm telling you, it was amazing. But I worked really, really hard at my job, and I'm telling you, it was very scary a lot of the time. It was, just having nothing to eat, no place to go. It was very intense. And, I remember, I spent Christmas on the street and New Year's on the street. And I was working, and I was so tired. I was just so exhausted. I had to go all the way down to take a shower, all the way back, work, and I would do anything. People would call in sick. People couldn't make it. They wanted the day off. I said, call me. And I was working crazy shit. I didn't care. I needed the money, right? I needed to save this up. So I worked, man, and I remember on New Year's Eve, I was so tired. I was just tired, and the bombs were going off, and loud music, and all the people in the hotels were partying. And I thought, man, I don't do this stuff much. I'm young. I should be doing this. I should be enjoying myself. But I'm not, because I'm so exhausted. I'm so skinny because I had maybe like a sandwich, for that day at work, because the hotel would feed us, the place at work would give us something for lunch. And I'm so hungry. I'm so tired. I can't even keep. And I thought, you know what? I had, my mentors call it the breaking point. I had a breaking point at that moment. I just said, this is enough. I drew the line in the sand, and I said, it's enough. Next year, I will not be homeless. Next year, okay? I said, next year, I will have a roof over my head, okay? For Christmas and for New Year's. And I will not be homeless. I will have a home. And with all that, man, I'm telling you, I had a determination. And you know what? 15 days later, I had my apartment. I'm telling you, it was amazing. Okay, so, when you feel like you're quitting, where you're just at that point, I'm going to give you 10 reasons not to give up. 10 reasons to keep on going, okay? So, real quick, we'll go through these here. The first one, it's really easy. It's so easy to think of things that will make you want to quit. There's a ton of reasons. You look, left, right, up, down, back, sideways, or whatever. You've got reasons to quit, okay? But start thinking of reasons why you shouldn't quit, and you will also see those, okay? It's all about the optimism. You stay optimistic, and optimistic things will come into your face. I mean, I'm telling you, they show up right there. Oh yeah, I'm going to keep on going this business because I can see that I'm going to retire early. I can see that I'm going to be able to pay for this or that or whatever. I can see me driving around in that, in that car or whatever. I can see our family vacations. I can see it. Okay, you've got the proof. I can see it. Okay, so reason number one, it's too easy. It's so easy to find reasons to quit. Okay, so think of reasons to keep going. And I'm telling you, it's going to outweigh the quitting, okay? Number two, if you quit, you actually are sending a message to the world that you didn't really think you could do it anyways. You didn't believe in yourself that you could even do it, okay? And, there might be some people who are like, they're gentle with you. Oh, yeah. So, well, you don't really need that stuff. Oh, it was a hard thing that you tried. And it's okay if you quit and gave up on yourself. You don't need that. But what's even more painful is to have that one person who says, oh, you quit, huh? Oh, you gave up. Yeah, I thought you were going to be a millionaire, man. I thought you was going to be driving around in that Maserati. You said you was going to buy mom a house, and I thought you was going to go live on the beach somewhere, and blah blah blah, and this and that, and have all these kind of property. Oh yeah, man, that's what you said you was going to do, huh? I told you so. I told you it was going to do. You should have just listened to me in the first place, okay? And just didn't do it. But you know what? Let that be a reason not to give up, right? You don't need those people talking to you like that, and you keep going. Okay? Don't give up. Use that as a reason. Okay? Nobody needs to talk to you like that because you're not a quitter. Okay? Believe it or not, number three, there's going to be people who actually are happy that you gave up and failed and quit. Okay? There's actually people like that. So, I mean, if you're in you got your hometown, you've got your little group of friends, your little squad, and everybody's, grew up the same, went to the same school, played the same sports, knew each other's families, knew all the same girls, knew all the same boys, went to the same bars, had the same da-da-da-da-da, drank the same thing, did the same drugs, blah, 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 have the same jobs, everybody's making, 30, 40, 50,000 a year or whatever. And one person out of that little group decides to go for their dreams and go for something bigger, and they actually have the audacity to get out of their comfort zone and work for that, right? Well, what happens? Although people should be happy for you, because that in itself is an incredible energy. It's an amazing phenomenon. It's an amazing thing when you are actually happy in your heart for other people's success. It breeds success in you. It tracks that same success in you. Okay, that's why if you notice on my wall, I oftentimes, many times, am always uplifting my team members, okay, uplifting, my community members and my business partners and stuff. I'm always sharing them and showing them off and making them shine because I am so grateful. I'm so happy for them. It's ridiculous, okay? And that is an important thing. It's an important quality as an entrepreneur, and it's an important thing just for your own energy, okay? Because it's amazing. It's as powerful as being thankful. It's so powerful to appreciate and to uplift other people. Well, unfortunately, there's always a few that are going to be happy that you fail if you quit. Because what happens is they feel like, oh, you stepped out. Well, that means, they didn't, right? They shoulda, woulda, coulda, but they didn't. But don't let that bother you. If you quit, they're going to say, yeah, I'm so happy that they quit inside. But you don't quit. You don't need that kind of negative stuff in your life. Let them deal with their own problems. If they didn't do it, they didn't have the guts and the balls to do it, that's on them. That's not on you. Okay? So you keep going. You don't need people like that. Don't give up. You push through. Okay? Don't worry about those people. If they want to feel sorry for themselves or feel, upset, and sometimes they'll start talking smack and spread rumors and things because they could not handle getting up out of their comfort zone. They settled for a life of mediocrity and low living. Let them go. Okay? You go do you. Okay? That was number 3. Number 4, you never know what could have happened if you just stuck with it. It's number 4, great reason. I'm telling you, if you quit, you're going to go back to the old life. You already know how that life is. It sucks. You started a business, you started a company, you started networking, you're doing the thing because you want something different, right? Well, if you give up and you back off and you quit, you'll never know what could have happened. Okay? And you'll be thinking, I'm telling you, on your deathbed, you may be thinking, oh, I love my wife, oh, I love this or love that, or okay, family and friends and all these wonderful things. And then you're going to think, did I really give it my all in this life? In the 80, 90 years that I had, did I give it my all? Okay? Did I leave it on the field? Did I leave the ice red, right? For hockey terms, okay? Did I just give it my all? Or did I hold back because I quit this business, right? Was I the best father? Was I the best mother? Did I give everything that I had? Okay? I'm telling you, if you're stuck at a job or a career because you're working for somebody else, making somebody else rich and working your hump off, and you're working all day and working all just to make ends meet, and you come home and you don't have time for your wife, you don't have time for your kids, you don't have time to make love, you don't have time to cook, you don't have time to eat right, you don't have time for nothing, okay? And you're arguing with your wife and your husband and stuff because bills need to be paid and things like that. You don't seem to have enough because you're working, but you don't seem to have enough money because it's evaporating somewhere. You're probably not going to be the best mom or dad. You're probably not going to be the best husband or wife. You got to go for your dream because that's really what's going to make you the best. Okay, because you're going to be able to provide better. So you might think that way. You might say, did I really give it all I had? Did I really invent that thing? Did I really write that book that I really wanted to write? Right? Okay? So, you never know what can happen. I'm telling you, stick with it because it's going to be different than what you're already doing. Okay? Okay. Number 5. The price of giving up is usually a lot higher than sticking it out. Okay? The price of giving up is simply higher. Now, you might not think so because you say, well, if I don't have the money to keep this business going, or we don't know how to get it, and this is that, let's just quit and count our losses and run. Let's just cut and run. Okay, well, people forget. Marriage, weddings cost money. Babies cost money. Diapers cost money. Food costs money. Cars and mortgages cost money. Insurance costs money. Anniversaries cost money. Christmas, birthdays cost money, right? Holidays cost money. Vacations, if you can even afford one, cost money. Deaths cost money. Funerals cost money, right? Life costs money. And again, you get into that point where if something happens, you're completely stressed out because you guys don't have enough money. Something happens if you're trying to plan for something. Maybe that's still stress because you're like, how am I going to get this money to pay for my daughter's sweet 16? You know, God forbid a car accident or something like that happens, and you guys shell out this money. You don't have anything. You're selling your clothes on your kids, but selling the kids too, selling the dog, selling the equipment. You guys sell the car, mortgage the house, just to do this stuff. That's not the way we were meant to live. Real quick little side story. I mean, one of my millionaire mentors was visiting another one. The guys from Canada was visiting another millionaire mentor of mine in the Philippines, and he's having a great time, and he accidentally fell and herniated a disc in his back, bulged out or whatever it was, and messed up his back really, really bad, and ended up having to have surgery there immediately in the Philippines. Now, I don't know if you know this, but Philippines doesn't take, Canadian insurance. And when you're in a different country, and they're like, hey, bro, you better pay this or you're never leaving the Philippines. You're never leaving this hospital, right? But you know what? Because my mentor did not quit, he never gave up. He stuck it through the years he needed to. He did the work. He busted hump, and he made it happen. You know what? He was able to easily give that it was $25,000. It was over $25,000 hospital bill. Okay, for the surgeons and everything. He was able to say, here's the check. Here's the check. There you go. Can you imagine, just if you want to close your eyes for a second, can you imagine, having something happen in your life, that's so sudden that there's no way you can even think of how you would prepare for that? And think of your bank account being so overflowing and abundant, right? That you're just able to let the stress, because when something happens, you don't need the stress of money. You don't need the stress of not having money, rather. Okay? What you need to do is be able to focus on family and things like that and what's going on at the moment. And you can't do that when now you're stressed and adding the stress of being broke, right? But think about this is going to change your vibration right now. You go into your bank, you say, you know what? This thing happened, it's an emergency, a car accident or something, surgery or some kind of something, and there's a big doctor bill or something, whatever. Boy, got the car stolen, crashed or something like that. Doesn't matter. You can focus on what's needed because you can simply hand over the check. No problem, because you know what? Your bank account is overflowing. I mean, I'm getting goosebumps right now. It's like to be able to just hand over that and get those things paid off is amazing feeling. That's the way we should be feeling. That's the way we were meant to be. Okay? So, don't, let that be a reason. Let that be a reason whenever you're feeling like, I think I'm going to, maybe I should just, the expense is too high this month. I don't know if I'm going to make it. Well, think about it. If I quit, if I give up on my dream, the expense of not doing it is going to be greater, much, much greater. Okay? So let that be a reason for you. Number 6. So quitting is, if you do quit once, you're setting a mental precedence, okay, a mental precedence of quitting later. Quitting is a habit, right? Giving up is a habit. You do it, and it's a very easy habit to get really quickly. I mean, you give up once, and then the next time you give it up, and the next time, and you just become a giver up. Let me try this, and no. You get a little passionate, and then you hit a brick wall a little bit, and you don't want to push through, and you just quit. You become a man or a woman of two minds. Okay, you're not trustworthy. You're not dependable. It shows a lack of integrity, a lack of commitment. This stuff is character. It's character. Okay, so you can also build a habit and create a habit of winning, of success. Success breeds success. It's an energy thing. Okay, it's an energy thing. You success breeds success. Glory to glory to glory. Okay, so build those habits of success, of breaking through, because as you continue to do it, you're going to be breaking through. You're just not even going to have It's going to be out of your vocabulary, out of your mind. Even an option to give up is not even there. And you're just automatically pushing through, and it gets easier and easier and faster, okay? So that's reason number 6. Seventh reason to never give up. Seventh reason. Anything worthwhile is going to take time, sacrifice, and effort, okay? 90% of entrepreneurs, 90% of what we do as entrepreneurs, nobody's ever going to see. Nobody's ever going to see all the time. All the sacrifice. Everybody else is watching, the Super Bowl Sunday, and you're over here helping people and growing something and doing things. Okay, you're over here working for the latter days, right? You're over here working for your future, right? You guys, oh man, it's so. Let me just, I've worked so hard. Maybe I should just, take it, go and do this. No, man, don't stop. Don't stop. It takes out, and most people won't know. They won't see that, okay? And that's okay. That's okay, because you're going to break through, okay? Now look at people who win the lottery. I mean, they have instant gratification, and in 1 or 2 years they're broke. They're even more in debt than they were before because they didn't have that. They didn't have that time that they put into it. I'm not sniffling at winning the lottery. I'm just saying if you're not prepared to handle that, you're going to lose it. Okay, so when you spend time, sacrifice, and effort, you know what you put in, and I'm telling you, you're going to make things happen. You're going to be so grateful that while everybody else was over there flopping their lips and whatever, you was over here making something happen, and now you can enjoy the better lifestyle. Okay, number 8, you're a lot closer than you think. You are a lot closer than you think. People, there's the darkness. It's always darker before the dawn. Okay, it always is the most difficult right before the breakthrough. Literally, your miracle is right around the corner. Don't forget that. This is a law of life, the law of the land. Okay, the law of the universe. One of the laws. I'm telling you, it's always going to be harder. But you're so close. There's a book called 3 Feet from Gold. I recommend that you read it. Get it on Amazon or whatever. 3 Feet from Gold. I'm telling you, go for it. You are so close, and if you give up now, you're going to kick yourself all over for the rest of your life. You're so close. Literally, it's around the corner, so don't give up. I'm telling you. It is your miracle. What you need, your breakthrough, is around the corner. Okay? Number 9, I love this quote. This list, by the way, is from Patrick Ben-David. Great entrepreneur, great businessman. And my mentor also says this, actually, the process shapes you before it rewards you. Okay, it's all about the process. So learn to fall in love with the process. Don't be mad at it. Don't be mad when you think when you fail or fall. You're not. Okay, you're not. It's amazing. It's like, you're creating a character in you that's going to be committed, have integrity, be strong, okay? Let the process shape you. Get excited about it, okay? Embrace the challenges. At least you're not, doing what everybody else is doing, okay? Let that process shape you, I'm telling you, because it must shape you, and then the reward comes because you can handle it, okay? Then the reward comes, okay? Quick note, you're going to have houses come and go. They're going to be lost and cars taken away or broke down and whatever. Money comes, money goes. But the lessons and the experiences that you learn through this process will always, nobody can take that away. The education, the knowledge that you gain, the experience, the integrity, when everybody else's worlds are shaken up because they're afraid of what's going on, you can stand firm and go, I've been through this. I know how it goes. I am firm. And I'm telling you, you're going to attract a lot of people that way. A lot of people in your business, a lot of people in your life that are going to flock to you because you know how it is and you're firm. Okay, I'm telling you. Let the process shape you so that it can reward you. Okay? That's number 9. And last one, number 10. Life is a lot more fun when you're on the hunt. Okay? When you're going for something big, when you're dreaming of something big and you're going for it, okay? When you're accomplishing your goals and conquering the task, I'm telling you, when you're dreaming and going for something bigger than just yourself, life is exciting. You can either be on the couch watching SpongeBob SquarePants, right? And, you know, and just going about life dying. Or you can be out here being an entrepreneur, learning, getting a mentor, applying what you're learning right away, sharing results, doing things. You're going to get roughed up a little bit. You know, you're going to have to deal with stuff in your mind. You're going to have to deal with mental attitudes and changing your thoughts and your words and all this stuff. And it's going to grow you, and you're going to get kicked in the ass a few times, and you're going to, it doesn't matter. I'm telling you, it's much more fun. Okay, it's much more fun. Even the time, I'm telling you, when, you know, how sometimes, you know, you have an accident or some kind of something happens, and, in the past and stuff, and when, you start a business and you're broke and stuff, and you talk about it later on, and oh yeah, guys, remember when this, that he crunched the car and it was flipped over, and oh my God, ha ha ha, and oh yeah, and when we started that business, we didn't have shirts on our back, we had to fold the boxes ourselves, and we had to use mom's, ballpoint pen because we didn't have a da-da-da-da-da. We had to draw on napkin. That stuff becomes funny because they're experiences that you made it through. You made it through, okay? So let these 10 reasons be 10 reasons that, to never give up. Let these be 10 reasons to keep going. If you're feeling like, one day, I don't know if this is going to work. I don't know if it's going to work. It's getting too hard. It's getting too hard. My mind is about to explode, and I don't know if I have the money in the bank. Read this list. Read this list, okay? See what's bothering you and read that list and find what you need to keep on going. You have it in you, I'm telling you. Don't give up. You press through and you break through, okay? You have it in you, okay? So I hope this helps you guys. God bless you. Take care. Please write this list down and put it somewhere if you need to. It's amazing, okay? It's going to help you. So God bless you guys. I'll see you tomorrow in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.